I'm hoping the chat will work on this one. We had quite a few in the last one. I thought maybe if we restarted it, that y'all would come back and the chat would work so I could communicate with you. Having one of those days where things just don't work the way they should, but hopefully that'll be behind us now. We're currently draining out the antifreeze. We have to get all the antifreeze out for the drag strip. So we're kind of in a holding pattern until that gets drained. Welcome. Can you type something in there to see if the chats are working? We were live a little bit ago and it was not working. I'm hoping restarting will help things. If it doesn't work this time, it's going to be a YouTube deal because I haven't done anything different than what was a while ago. GoPro just fell. Good thing it's tough. I'll shut it off for right now because there's nothing really going on. Oh. We're trying to do our final prep. I don't know what this crazy thing is, but it's in the way. So. Hello everyone, thanks for coming in. We were live a few minutes ago. The chat wasn't working. If one of you wouldn't mind, try to type something in and see if the chat's working this time. That's the only reason I ended it last time. We had a buttload of people in here, but I think you guys were typing stuff in. Fantastic. I'm glad you like my glasses. I appreciate it. So, anyway, we're doing the final prep on the A-Team van. Trying to get it ready for the No Name Nationals next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We've already drained the oil. We've greased stuff up. I'm draining the radiator now because all the antifreeze has to be out of the radiator. So once we get this drained, I'm going to lower down, put the oil back in it, and then I'm going to flush the radiator with some clear water, and we'll drain it again. We'll start it up, open all the heater valves, and try to get everything out of the heater core and everything. So, no antifreeze on the racetrack. How are you, James? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Hey, Daryl, how are you? Having one of those days where it seems like I got two right hands. Probably in your case, two left hands, but to me it's two right hands. Hey, Landon, how are you? Not doing nothing exciting. I'm just servicing the A-Team van. I haven't changed the oil since I bought it, which I've only driven it about 300 miles since I bought it. So, but I thought she needed some new oil for the drag strip. So, I'm trying to get the antifreeze out of it right now. So, I'm at my own garage. This is not an actual repair shop. This is my own personal garage. And I only work on my own equipment, my own cars and stuff. You probably wouldn't want me working on yours, that's for sure. Are you working at the shop today, Daryl? Or you take the day off? How much for the churro machine? I don't know. I don't have a churro machine. I am next door to my home. My shop is next door to adjoining properties. At the house, I have a tiny garage. Just enough for a little bit of junk and a side-by-side, and that's it. But I end up having to push the Mustang out. I got my trailer done and prepped and ready to go. And I have to close this door because if I don't, the van hits the roof. Or, well, it hits the door, not the roof, but. The Mustang was on the left. I had to get it, push it outside so I could get the van in there. Once I get the van done, the Mustang will go back inside. So, but once I get the van done today, tomorrow and the next day, well, the next day is to do fine tuning on the tow vehicle, and Monday will be load and prep, final prep. And then Tuesday morning we head out to Sykeston. I plan on being at the drag strip Thursday morning, getting set up in our spot, getting the van through tech. Hopefully we can pay. Thursday night, Daryl, is the cruise in. Friday starts the drags, and then Saturday, and then drive back home on Sunday. So I know people are coming from all over the country. Luckily, I don't have as far to drive as most, so I mean, still 233 miles, basically from one side of Missouri to the other. I just drove through there yesterday coming back from North Carolina. Tonight I'm going to try to put at least one video out. Yeah, I think he's been pretty busy, Daryl. Hey, Mohawk. Thanks for coming back. Landon, are you coming to the No Name Nationals? Once I get this all serviced and stuff, I'm gonna unload the rest of the crap that's inside of it. I gotta load up a van seat for Junkyard D and throw it in the back. And I think he's wanting a seat I got, and I have plenty of van seats, unfortunately. Not all good, but I'm going to keep the load as light as I can get because the van is a lead sled. And I'll need all the advantages I can get with running against JB in that little lightweight S10. Yeah, it turned summer again. I walked outside and it liked to hit me. I'm not an early riser, so I don't get out real early. My favorite time to work is between noon and 8. I prefer working in the evenings, but But it's kind of steamy today, and it doesn't help that I have to have that back door pulled down. But that's kind of the brakes, the way the lift went in and stuff. But I can tell you, this van is a pain in the butt to put on the lift. I absolutely cringed to putting it on there, trying to get everything lined up, and the frame's way up in there, so I had to put every spacer I had on it. My regret is I did not buy a drive-on ramp, and I really wish I would have opted for the drive-on ramp and not the two-post lift, but too late now. It's here and it's paid for, and I guess I could pull it out and get a different lift, but then the only thing I use as far as these odds and ends. So, but the drive-on has been the way to go. Look, you can pull your lawnmowers up on it and everything else. I don't know if you guys were in the earlier live, and when I shut her down, it looked like there was plenty of chats, but I wasn't seeing any of them. So if you guys were talking to me, I didn't get any of it. So. I don't think it was on my end. That was operator error end. I think it was on their freaking end. But anyway, what do you do? Hey, I think we drove loud enough that maybe we can close her off and get to work instead of sitting. Why they put the petcock right over the top of the frame? You'd think Ford designed this thing. Yes, you want some dribble some more. Well, you just keep it coming out. We'll let it run a little bit more. Well, I'm hoping one time we'll flush it, but the way my luck's been going today, it's probably going to take more than once. Tell you what, trying to find conventional oil anymore is really a pain in the butt. Everything's synthetic. I'm not a fan. I know a lot of the new cars, so. Hello from Russia. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but hello. I am from the United States. From the Midwest, actually, in the United States. What part of Russia are you from? I think while we're doing this, I'm going to go in there and fire up the air compressor. Hopefully it won't be too loud. wider. Any suggestions on air pressure to run on the track? Hey Patrick, how are you? I do not understand how hoses, no matter how well you lay them out, they seem to always get in knots. See if we've got any air pressure in these. I think there's no air pressure in there. I'm going to say the air shocks are non-functioning. So it's going to be my guess. Tires are all good. We won't need to be doing that again. You guys got to help me remember to put a wire tire on these stinking lines once we get done with this. petcock. All right. Get this thing out the way. Now like a little antifreeze in the head. Antifreeze everywhere because of the piss poor design. If these guys that designed these cars would have to work on them, they'd probably change the way they designed them. Well, maybe they wouldn't. Get this air hose picked up. We'll get her set down. I do not know. I do not know. It's going to be a royal mess when I get this thing out of here. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in. Again, don't walk underneath it when you pull the safeties on it. I did a while ago just to show you what not to do. This time I practice what I preach. This puppy is heavy. Kind of wish I'd have built this side of the shop a little bit bigger. You think you have enough room, then you start working and you realize you don't. me out a funnel, put our oil in. Oh, the little caps. Even though the van doesn't have a lot of, it does not have high mileage, I really wanted to find a 1030 or 1040, but nowhere locally had it. So I ended up with a 5W30 conventional motor oil. I haven't had the best luck with the synthetic oil in older vehicles. To me, it seems like it makes them start using oil. I don't know. Maybe just me because I got to buck the system. I don't know. When these vehicles were made, they were not made for synthetic oil. This has a 5.7 in it with a throttle body fuel injection. Very underpowered for the size of the vehicle. Maybe one day, maybe even this winter, we may tear into it and see if we can't spruce it up a little bit. The actual motor currently only has about 15 to 20,000 miles on it. The whole van only has about 76,000 on it. Why they had to change the motor so soon, I do not know. I'm going to guess probably the old motor probably sat and idled a lot because it was belonged to a city. They bought it new. And when I bought it, I've got every maintenance record, anything's ever been done to this, including the paperwork for the good wrench motor with the mileage that it was put in. From the best I can tell, this was bought by the city of Virginia, Minnesota. Had bought it new. I think they sold it at auction. I am the third YouTuber to own this van. The first YouTuber was the Inevitable Jim. He had bought it and sold it through one of his businesses. He in turn sold it to Josh Buckingham at Buff's Garage. And the A-Team van was his brainstorm. And he's the one that done the paint job and the conversion to the A-Team van. And he took it to the Tucson Drags. I'm not sure what year it was. I'm going to say it's been 2 or 3 years ago now. And he competed in the Tucson Drags. So this van has never been to the No Name Nationals. This will be a first. We're looking to have fun. I don't expect to bring home any trophy. Not even close. Not unless it may be the slowest vehicle. Maybe I need to enter it in the monkey bike race or something. But anyway, we're going to go down the track. We may not be breaking any land speed records, but we're going to have fun. And that's the main thing, having fun. Man was never meant to be a drag machine. So. mean, I just love how everything is so easy to put your hands on. Can't even get the freaking radiator cap off. Good gosh. Terrible. Absolutely insane how difficult things have to be. Got the oil in it. And the training fluid. We are going to put some Lucas oil transfix in here. I believe what it's called. It has a little bit of transmission slip to it. Hopefully it will make it there and back to the No Name Nationals. But if not, I have a winch on the trailer. Run out and grab the water hose and I'll be right back. Stuff in the radiator don't look too healthy. Since I've got the van, I completely rebuilt all the brakes. New wheel cylinders, all new brake lines, new brakes, one new drum, worked over the rotors. Redone the wheel bearings. So I know she's going to stop. She may not go. Hello, how are you? Hey Twisted, just got back from family reunion. Is this Olivia? It is, isn't it? Well, hello, Olivia. Good to see you. Kerosene cucumbers, huh? That's right, Olivia. Smash the like button. Guys, thanks for coming in. I'm good. I'm not having a very good day working on stuff because things are not cooperating. I'm sure you've had days like that also. We're getting ready to fire it up. And then I'm trying to get all the antifreeze out of the radiator because Friday morning it's going down the drag strips. And there can't be antifreeze in it. Now I have to drain all the antifreeze out because it's a hazard for the drag strip, and because it makes the concrete extremely slick. So all the antifreeze, it has to have straight water in the radiator. So it's going to have to run a little bit. I turned on the heater and everything because you don't open the valves on the heater and run it. There'll still be antifreeze in the heater cores and stuff, so I got to get all of it out. It may take more than one drain, but anyway, we're going to let it run a little while. I've got the cap on there loose, so hopefully, I don't want it to build up pressure, but it may. Anyway, I've got to go get some transmission stuff for the transmission, and make sure I get my keys because the transmission's slipping a little bit. But it's in another vehicle, so I've got to walk across the yard, and figured I'd take you with me instead of having you face a noisy engine. put these legs up, it'd probably help a little bit of carrying this. I hope you guys don't get sick of me carrying you. Looks like we're gonna have a rain shower out here. We need it. All the grass is dying. But this is a trailer I just got done fixing. Put a winch on it. If I can just find that lube. To be quite honest, I'm not sure where I put it. There it is. This is what I'm putting in it right here. Stop slick, or stop slip transmission fix. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna try it. Once we get the van done, I've got to finish getting the beast ready to go. And if you can see it, it's a classic 34-foot motorhome on a full Freightliner chassis with the Cummins diesel in it. But anyway, that's the next project. Today we're concentrating on the van. We're going to get it completed. Once we get all the maintenance done on it, then I got to clean out all the crap on the inside. Lighten the load a little bit, I guess you'd say. And then I got to put this seat right here in there for Junkyard D. I think he's wanting it for his van. So anyway, and no, them are not real license plates. Them are vanity plates. As you can see, it still has the stickers on it from the guy that took it to Tucson, Arizona to the duct tape drags. So it's already been down the drag strip a few times. And no, I don't think he came home with any trophies, but anyway, I don't expect to get any either. Just the novelty of doing it. All about having fun. Plus you got the nickel tour in the process of it. Hey Richard Ortiz, how are you? Looks like a bus, well it drives like a bus. Olivia. It's you kind of sit over the top of the steering wheel. It's got air ride suspension like a semi, and it has air brakes like a semi. Like I say, it's a Freightliner chassis, and then they built a wooden box and threw some fiberglass over it, and that's about the only difference. Still pretty green. Oh, there's a lot of floaties in here too. That's not good. Still pretty green. Hot egg. I don't even think the thermostat's opened up yet, so. Well, it's really not loud. It's just that you guys are right in front of the engine, so. You get back here, you can't hardly. It's pretty quiet. It's got a full exhaust on it. Stock exhaust. I'm sure the muffler's not the best, but it's there. Let me get over here, totally away from the thing. I know you guys don't want to hear it rumble. I don't want to hear it rumble. We'll lower you down, and it's going to take a while. The thermostat's got to open up on it. And it's only about 100 degrees right now, so got another 100 degrees before she opens. All right. So Olivia, I heard Boggy talking about some stuff last night. I don't know much about it, none of my business, but I hope things work out the way you want them to. It kind of sounds like a messed up deal, but again, I don't know the whole story, and it's none of my business, but I want the best for everybody. No, he was not. Good, and you should. Oh, here's probably not the best place, Olivia, to be honest. You don't know, don't want all the loony birds out there to know you're, put all your business out there for them to see. I mean, it's okay when it's just close friends and family, I guess. I mean, I'm closer to a lot of my friends than I am my family, so, including the Randys. So, I don't know if you knew, I went and visited them a few days ago. I just got back yesterday about noon. So I really haven't been kind of been out of the loop on a lot of stuff. I've missed a lot of YouTube. But I drove there on Monday and came back Thursday. Actually made it back on Friday. So, are you still going to be able to go to their lives, or have you been banned from that? I did. It would have been. It would have been funner if Randy wouldn't have been in the hospital. Okay, well that's good. I think Big Randy was kind of worried about you wouldn't be able to wouldn't be able to come back in the chats. But that's good that you are. Hey, Eco Ant, how are you? Yeah, chat's working now. It wasn't earlier. Kind of taking a break. We drained the radiator once on the van, trying to get all the antifreeze out of it. And I filled it back up with water, turned on all the heaters in it. It's got a front and rear heater. So I got them turned on. I'm just waiting for the water to get up to temperature so the thermostat will open up, so we can get all that stuff mixed up. And then once it gets mixed up, I'll drain her again and we'll see what happens. But it's, even after the first rain, it's still pretty green. So it may take a few times of filling it up with water and draining it to get all the antifreeze out. Did you all watch Never Done's projects live the other day when it was about 2.5 hours long, when he got like 26,000 views? Know what happened to Boggy Shelby? Really? That wasn't very nice. Say, I don't know what y'all's relationship is, but personally, their police may have got involved on that, but that's just me. Nobody's got any right to vandalize anybody's business, and I don't care who you are, mother, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. That's not right. And she should have to pay for it. Yep. Yep. You know, you've heard the expression tough love. Sometimes it's a necessity. I've been on the receiving and the giving end of that several times, so. So where are you at now, Olivia? Are you still in New York? Or are you in a different state now? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna check the temperature gauge on the van. Well, the thermostat is definitely opened up now. It is blowing super hot air out of the heater, so we'll lift her back up in the air and drain her again. Fish through all this. Get you all elevated again. As you can see, she's still pretty green. We're gonna lift her up again. But first I got to pull the garage door down, or we will hit it. And trust me, that antifreeze is slick because it's all over the floor. Even though I drained it, it's still all over the floor. Dump this bucket and we'll pour the antifreeze in the bucket. Not enough room for everything. Well, we got about half in the bucket. The other half's splattered all over the floor. That's the damn half. Yep, she's definitely green, green, green. All right. Hello, Rusty Metal Garage. How are you? Trying to get all the antifreeze out of the van. This is round number 2. What is the story on the Mustang? Well, the Mustang I strictly bought as a YouTube project. That's the reason I bought it. I like Mustangs. I'm not a die-hard Mustang fan. But anyway, it's a 99 model. It's a 35th anniversary. It's got a 3.8 V6 in it. Got about 175,000 miles on it, from the best I remember. I picked it up from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Found it on Marketplace. They said it had a head gasket leak, they believe. I haven't dug into it all the way. I started doing some compression checks on it. Really haven't found anything crazily out normal. And then I was going to take the bore scope and put down in the cylinders, but I couldn't find my bore scope. So that just kind of put a stop to it. And then I ended up working, trying to get my 500 subscriptions. I got that. Now that I can enter into the No Name Nationals and compete in it, then now I'm getting the van ready. So the Mustang has taken a back seat to everything for now. So there will be videos out on it. It will probably after the weather turns cold. I plan on redoing the 18 van this winter and the Mustang. I'd probably like to get one of them done before I tear into the other one. But my thought is on the Mustang, I haven't quite made up my mind yet. It's going to be possibly a burnout vehicle. I don't know yet. First things first, I'm going to get it running and see how that V6 runs. Ryan at VR Prodigy, he gave me some ideas of what to do if I make it a burnout vehicle. I may put a V8 in it. I just don't know yet. I'm still in limbo on it. I got it cheap enough that I can afford to invest some money in it. There's very little rust in it. Yeah, what green there's left on it. The roof, the trunk deck, and the hood is all, paint's come off of it pretty bad. But I don't think I'll paint it. I think I'll just knock off the loose and let her be. I may shoot a little clear over it and call it good. I don't know yet. Like I say, I'm gonna kind of leave some of that stuff up to you guys. You know, like say I bought it for a YouTube project, so you know, I'll go with probably what the majority of the people want to do with it. It's kind of a joint car. It's you guys' car too, in a way. But anyway, there's a lot of options I can go with it. And if the motor's not very good, we will probably play with it and pull pops and see if we can make that baby blow. I don't know. If we do, we're going to do it on camera. So, like I say, a lot of it's going to depend on how much it wants to cooperate. What's the date for the No Name Nationals? Well, the car show and the cruise-in is this Thursday night. And the races start on Friday morning and Saturday. So Friday and Saturday is going to be the racing. And the racing, the burnout pit. Let's see what else they're doing. A monkey bike race. I don't know anything about the monkey bike. They've talked about it, but I've never been there, so I don't know. It's all going to be new to me. But anyway, that's when it is. It's the actual official days are the 19th and 20th, Friday and Saturday. Thursday is kind of the get set up, get your vehicle through tech, and that's kind of what I'm working on right now to make sure the van passes tech. Once I get the radiator drained out, I've got to pull the doghouse off of it and see if I've got double springs on the throttle return. And if not, put one of those on it. While I got it up there, I got to remember to check the rear end. Where is the No Name Nationals? It's in Sikeston, Missouri. If you don't know where the Sikeston, Missouri, if you know what the state of Missouri looks like, it's in the boot heel of Missouri. So it's on the far southeast side of Missouri. You could almost throw a rock and hit Illinois and Kentucky. They do it every year in September. This, like I say, this will be my first year. Well, to participate in the No Name Nationals, anybody can come to it as a spectator. They don't have to have anything to do with YouTube. But to compete in it, you have to have a YouTube channel and you have to have a minimum of 500 subscribers. And that is what I was pushing for, to get my 500 subscribers. I mean, I could have still went, but I couldn't have competed in the races or the burnout or anything else. What's up, Ryan? I could use your help today because this van is pissing me off. Anyway, that's what the requirements is, basically. I guess they think once you hit 500, you're a content creator, which I really don't consider myself that, but anyway. Oh, I'm trying to get the damn antifreeze out of it, and it's fighting me every step of the way. This is drain number 2. Everything I've done on it is just not cooperated. Well, he can if he gets 500 subscribers. You've got to have them by the day of it. And if he don't get them this year, then he could always go next year. Like I say, they have it every year. This is, I believe, the 4th year of it. So, and like I said, I don't know that much about it. Yeah, I'm a virgin when it comes to it. It is. It is the Ryan from Randy's Live. He's the MC extraordinaire of the live. Oh, no, it finally broke loose. But you know how it is. I should probably pull the bottom hose. It would go a lot faster, but I know as sure as I do, I'll never get sealed because the hoses are all pretty old. How's you doing today? Leaky leak now, that's right. Leaky leak. Leaky leak. Leaky leak every freaking where. And the guys that poured my concrete floor in my shop, well, let's just say they sloped it the wrong way, just to be nice about it. They sloped it toward the back wall. Well, thanks for stopping in, Ryan. Yeah, it does. It does suck. But what do you do? It's hard to get good help anymore. The best help you get is the free help, you know? Hey, Cud Map, how are you? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but I understand. I understand. I was actually looking, yeah, I know. I Next time I was actually looking at flights today to see how much it was. And it's probably cheaper to fly for me. Only takes a couple hours that way. I think I can get a round trip for $400. A whole lot cheaper and restful. Plus I can rent a car for $100 for a week. But I think this time I'm going to crawl underneath and get I've got the oil changed. I've got everything greased except for the drive shaft, which I can't. I've got to have an adapter for the grease gun for that, so that probably ain't going to happen. Make sure I got some rear end grease in it and not sawdust. Well, it's because this was a local rent. I don't know if yours was, but it was a, can't even remember what kind of cracker box it was. It was a little bitty thing. It come up to like $20 a day. But I think there was a mileage cap on it. But if I flew into Charlotte from Springfield, Missouri, I think it was $427. Now, granted, I have to pay for a bag because, heaven forbid, they got to get you somehow. Yeah. Well, again, they got to have the little stipulations when they give you the cheap price, and then, you go over a mile and they really stick it to you. So, no, it's not for a round trip ticket for, 800 miles or what. And Charlotte's not. I think it's an hour and 6 miles from Charlotte. Well, I could do that sitting on my head. So, but. Because it probably took me 90 minutes to get past Greenville to the Tennessee state line because of where the road fell in. It was crazy slow, 30 mile an hour, a lot of traffic. And that was at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. I know when I came through there during the day, it was backed up for miles. So. Let me crawl underneath here. I'm going to check the rear end fluid. And if you guys ever decide to buy a lift, go with a drive-on. I made that mistake. I wish I would have got a drive-on lift. Because this van is a son of a gun even with all the extensions to get up on the lift. I don't think I've been off in 20 years. It's got grease in it. Doesn't smell the best, but it's got lubricant. Kinda looks like I'm gonna have to drop the tank. Not looking forward to that. At least drop it down a little bit. Hey Lotus, how are you? I don't have a lot of battery left. I think I'm down to about 15%, so we're gonna go for a while. But looks like I've got some gas line. It's in pretty sad shape toward the back, so. Much as I had thought of it, dropping the tank, I've already dropped the tank once when I did the welding on the floor pan. I think this time I'm taking it off the lift. And I'm going to take it outside to my EPA approved outside drain and finish this up. Because this EPA drain is getting all over the ground. So we're going to take it off the lift. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sure he's looking forward to it. I'm sure you guys were too. Life really gets in the way a lot of times. Thing's been a pain to put up on here because there's a bunch of hoses and cables, and you have to work the lift arms around the cables. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this off. I appreciate you coming. Battery's about dead, and I don't need the EPA calling me, so we're going to take it to my approved draining station outside. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you all soon.